must go back.
Are you crazy? I like killing sprees as much as the next guy, but we barely got out of there alive.
What about Gamora?
She made a choice.
So you're just gonna abandon her? And Nikki? What if it was Groot? You gonna leave him behind too?
Don't talk like that. That's not what this is about.
Isn't it though? We're supposed to be a team. Teams don't leave people behind.
Tell that to the giant Kratakan army of robots and brainwashed believers we barely got away from.
Gamora!
Is that?
Yes,
How'd you get back?
it doesn't matter. I failed. Raker lives.
For now.
We have to go back. We can't leave Nikki there. What he'll turn her into.
Blah, blah, Flarkin, blah. So you got stepdaddy issues and had a horrible childhood. Boo-hoo.
Rocket!
What? It's true. Guess what? You ain't the only one here who had it bad. It don't mean we're angling to commit suicide because some pseudo-priest nutjob is doing surprise nutjob stuff. If we go back there, we're dead. D-E-D! Dead!
I'd rather die with honor than without.
Who crawled up her butt and died? So, get the Flark out of Dodge?
Not yet. We should try to get a hold of Cosmo instead.
Great plan, only he ain't answering the passport.
Okay, but what choice do we have? We don't have comms.
Well, actually, we might have comms. It turns out they weren't as flarked as I originally thought.
Really?
Groot should be able to raise them. Okay.
Sounds like Murder Mom's feeling more stabby than usual.
You alright there, Drax?
I am pondering that question.
And that makes total sense. After what happened with Nikki and that twisted promise, having to watch the people we love die all over again.
My family did not simply die. They were murdered. By Thanos. I do not wish to discuss it.
Shoo, move over. What are you looking at?
Oh no, you ain't chewing through any more of my ship.
My ship!
Shoo, Flark off!
Wow, that panel must have looked really tasty. What's it for, anyways?
Emergency door controls for the ship. Something a ship owner should know.
Hey, do I look like an engineer?
You don't.
Oh, why yes. I am the handsome leader of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Gamora! I was only looking...
Relax. I'm not gonna kill you. This time.
Okay, good.
I, actually never got a chance to say thank you for the doll.
Oh. No problem. I know how you like this kind of stuff.
It was very thoughtful. I can count on one hand the number of times someone has given me a present without expecting something in return.
Wow. Christmas gifts from Thanos must have really sucked.
That's putting it lightly. Thanos wasn't the giving type. Everything was a mind game designed to control us, gifts included. So thank yous aren't exactly my strong suit. Something Mantis says I need to work on.
What kind of gifts did Thanos give you? Weapons, poison, the metal wire thing you used to strangle people with?
He gave us dolls. Once. Stupid, ugly things from Xandar.
Wow, okay. That's surprisingly girly.
What? I can't be feminine?
No, just... I was really sure it was gonna be a knife or something.
Like I said, Thanos liked mind games. It was unusual for him to be kind. We didn't even have a bedroom, yet here were these dolls. Purposeless. And they were ours.
Do you still have it? Like, is it in your collection?
No. I lost the one Thanos gave me when I was 6. She was the ugliest doll I'd ever seen. I cried so hard when I lost her. Nebula hurt me. She loved her doll, and I knew she wanted another one. So when she came in to check, we started to fight.
Bet Thanos loved that.
He found us fighting, saw my tears, and laughed. Turns out, the dolls were a lesson on the importance of not getting attached. To help us understand that, he took Nebula's doll and threw it into the incinerator.
That's... I can't imagine.
Nebula didn't understand why he did it, only that I was somehow responsible. I started collecting these a few years ago. After Nebula. After I knew I'd never see her again. It's dumb, but I guess I'd do it for her.
How do you know Mantis? Did she give you one of her weirdo fortunes or something?
Not exactly. How do you know her?
I maybe tried to pick her up in a bar once.
And how'd that work out?
Good. Until she did the creepy antenna thing. I was half expecting her to start chanting, Red Rum, Red Rum.
Red what?
Doesn't matter. Point is, she's a wacko for sure. A really hot wacko. Who happens to be your friend?
Yeah, well, that wacko saved my life. A few years ago. Someone got the jump on me. An assassin. Nearly killed me. Mantis happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Seems to have a knack for that.
Yeah. Turns out I had no idea how badly I need someone like her in my life. Up until then, I'd been so... lonely. After the war, the Resistance disbanded. Richard Rider got busy with politics, and the World Mine had no use for someone like me.
An assassin?
Something like that. Thanos trained me to be a weapon, not a peacekeeper. Once a weapon, always a weapon, you know?
Is that why Mantis mentioned suicidal urges? Because I get it. I've been there. I'm pretty sure we've all been there at some point.
Let's just say I'm not in that place anymore. Because of Mantis. She showed me another way. A place where maybe I can be needed.
Wow. I'm glad I bought this for you. And I can promise that there are zero strings attached to anything I give you. You're an important part of this team, Gamora.
Thanks, Peter. Truly.
Hope somebody makes the right call and gets us out of the way of those church idiots. It ain't cowardice, it's common sense.
I see you have discovered my criminal record.
Yeah. I guess I couldn't help myself. I mean, it's your rap sheet.
I suppose that it is impressive to criminals.
Reformed criminals, as in past tense. We're legit now, remember?
I do not think we share the same definition of legitimate.
Okay, fair, maybe not, but still. Guy who kills Thanos ends up in the most infamous prison in the galaxy? It's gotta be one hell of a story.
Which part would you like to hear, Peter Quill? How I allegedly killed the Mad Titan, or are you enamored by my stay in the kiln?
Thanos? Obviously. I mean, it's the Mad Titan. He was supposed to be untouchable, and then BAM! Player 2 is joined. Just, how'd you do it? How'd you take Thanos down?
With sorcery.
Come on, really?
Really. After Thanos murdered my family, rage filled my heart. In my search for revenge, I found Mentor.
You mean a mentor, right?
No. Mentor is his name. And his brother Cronus. Sorcerers. They gave me a sleeping potion that would grant my greatest desire. Finding and killing Thanos.
You're messing with me.
I am not. When I awoke, I was changed. I could sense the Mad Titan's vile life force, feel it pulsating from across the galaxy.
Wow, that's
I know how it sounds, Peter Quill.
And I believe that you believe this happened. It's just, it's pretty out there. Even for space stuff.
Regardless, I followed the pulse in my mind until it led me to a moon in the Black Quadrant. And there, I found Thanos, hiding like a coward. Our battle waged for days. Each of us trading blows across the moon's inhospitable surface, equal in strength, equal in our resolve to see the other dead once and for all.
And then you delivered the final blow.
I recall throwing a final swing before I collapsed from exhaustion. When I awoke, I was in a hospital on Elanis. Many rotations had passed, and I was being hailed as a hero.
For killing Thanos.
Allegedly. The very fibers of my being say otherwise. I can still feel him out there. I have no doubt in my heart that he survived, just as I did.
What was it like in the kiln?
You would not have survived the cycle. Why?
I maybe know someone there.
Then pray they died quickly.
Yikes. It's really that bad?
Worse. However, after the chaos I wrought in my misguided quest for revenge, it was a well-deserved punishment.
Right. The rampage.
That is one way to describe it. After my battle with Thanos, I became convinced that he still drew breath. I demanded proof, but when none was provided, I convinced myself that others were concealing his location. I saw his hideous visage in every shadow, and murdered anyone I thought was hiding him.
Some of which were very bad dudes.
Perhaps. It is not my place to judge.
So, how'd they stop you? Nova Corps, I mean. You're Drax, the Destroyer. There's not a bounty hunter alive who could have taken you down.
I surrendered.
What? Why?
I had succumbed to madness, and become the very thing that I hoped to vanquish. Once I realized that, I could not live with the monster that I had become.
Well, the important thing is that you're here now, with us. And we're not going back to prison anytime soon.
That remains to be seen.
Anybody in there? Drax? Are you okay? Open up!
Peter Quill.
Are you gonna join us in the cockpit? You got a lot of dog report items for Cosmo.
Perhaps I will. Write them down.
Drax.
Apologies. I will surrender the lavatory. In a few ticks.
Wait. Was that my toothbrush?